Hey everybody, Jennifer here and welcome to So Do You Like Beauty? Today we are located in my lovely yet stinky bathroom. And today is a get ready with me. Tonight I am planning to go out with my boyfriend. We're gonna go dinner and then watch Sound of Music, a live production musical. So that's gonna be our plan this evening, but hopefully survive the snow because it's supposed to snow as well. So one big change, if you notice, my hair is extra blue today. In contrast of that, I'm going to make my makeup like an evening and kind of nude kind of look. So let's go ahead and get started with my face. I've already put lotion on and all my stuff. If you're curious what all that stuff is, let me go grab it. So for toner, I use Thayer's Natural Remedies Witch Hazel Aloe Vera Formula Rose Petal Smell. It's all watered out, or water damage, but whatever. They're organic and cruelty free and all that good stuff, but I use this from time to time, not always, because it really does dry out your skin. I still have acne. I have a prescription for AcZone. It actually works really well with controlling my acne. This is a beautiful result of that time of the month. And then my lotion for now is Eucerin Q10 Anti-Wrinkle Sensitive Lotion with SPF 15, which I actually like. And I'm using a new eye cream. It's the Mario Badescu Hydraulic Eye Cream, if any of you are interested. And if you don't notice, I actually have a really big red spot here, and my nose is just beat up from allergies. So what I usually do is put some Aquaphor in that, but I think I'll put that on after I put on my, stuff. So first I'm going to put on my 100% Pure Luminous Primer, and that's what that looks like. If you're curious, I tried to go for, that's 2 pumps. Anything that's cruelty free, that's my big thing. I love knowing that my products are not hurting any animals. And I just smooth that onto my face. And then while that's settling, I will put the Aquaphor on my face. This guy actually is a result of my blue hair. What they did this time is they bleached my roots and then they put the blue on. So you get a really vibrant color, as you can see here. But one thing that happened was the bleach touched my skin, and I got that. It feels so much better now, and it healed significantly. These little things happen, but part of beauty. And then I'm just putting some on here. And I know it's been a while since I had a video up on our beauty channel, but it's been crazy hectic. At one point in February, I was off for like a little bit more than a week with the flu. It's vicious. You think it's a cold, no big deal. And then all of a sudden, you get the fever, you feel like you're gonna throw up, all that blah. Then I will put on my Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation in Light Sand. I love this stuff. It has amazing coverage, considering that I have a lot of dark spots, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, you name it, I got it on my face. So I'm just gonna put this on. This is how much I have, just a little dollop, but it goes a long way. Start with the nose and then work my way around. So now that I have my foundation on there, I'm gonna let it sit for just a few moments while I go ahead and grab my color correction stuff. At the moment, I'm using NYX Professional Makeup Conceal Correct Contour, and that's what it looks like. It's a little palette. I'm gonna use this green one here for the red spots like my acne, and then the pink ones for any darker spots that show up. I'm just gonna use this dirty little brush here. I am so bad because all this makeup I have, I think, or all my makeup brushes are dirty. Last time I put makeup on was last Saturday, didn't clean it then. So here we are today, a week later, still dirty. Not a good idea, but what can you do? And if you're not familiar with the green concealer, what the concealers do is they create a neutral color. So if you're red, the opposite color is going to be green. With the dark spots, interesting enough, this peach color actually neutralizes that. If you have, what else? I know if you have dark circles around here, the yellow works as well. And then if you tend to have a more golden tone, the purple helps neutralize that, and then you could utilize those for contours, but I mostly just use these 2 little guys right here. So my nose is really red, got a pimple under there, so just kind of putting some little blips and blops, and they don't have to be perfect. just enough to have color on it and then blend it later. Also, the nice thing about the pink, you could use it for dark circles. I'm just using it around my eyes where there's a big shadow there, so I'm just gonna dot that on there. So once I have it all on there, I'm just gonna take the same beauty blender and just blend that color in there so it's a little bit more subtle. And it kind of looks like that. And what I'll do later, you'll see, is I'll use my concealer to blend everything else out from there. So next I'm gonna put some primer on my eyelids and start putting some makeup on that. Yay! And for the moment, I am using Shany Primer. And I just use my finger, grab it, and then just put it on my eyelids like so. I recommend primer because before primer, I can never ever, like, I have oily lids. So any pigment would just never stay, like eyeliner, that kind of stuff. So for the longest time, I would not wear any eye makeup, just lipstick, and that worked for me for a long time until I discovered the magic of primer. That's what that looks like. Can't really tell, but it just gives it a nice foundation. So that way when I put my colors on there, it'll pop. If you really want, you could even just leave primer on if that's your thing. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Peach palette. I love the smell of it. Sadly, after I bought it, I learned that it was not a cruelty-free, but I could be wrong. Maybe things change, but I love the pinks in there. So I'm just gonna use one of these standard fluffy brushes. I'm gonna start with Peaches and Cream right here. Color is bad because that's like a tungsten lighting, so it's yellow. And this will just be my base color. And that just goes all over the eyelid. And there's that, you can't really tell, just like my primer. Then the next one I am gonna do, I don't know, let's see, how about this one, the Georgia color, just as my transition. And I'm just gonna put that in my crease. I have hooded eyes, so what I try to do is focus here, because if you put in your lid, it'll just suck it up and you can't tell that you have colors on. So with my eyes open, I'm just putting that on there as a transition color, like that. And it's not perfect, because again, we're gonna blend this later. Blend, 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 blend. See, very subtle, but that's what I want. And then I'm just gonna bring it down here too. So there's that. And you could kind of see some dimension forming. I think I will play with the Canned Peach, which is this color here. One of the favorite colors of this palette. And I'll just do the same thing. Focus on the area that would be technically my crease. Just a tiny pop of color, not too much. Because again, I don't want the hair to get taken away by the makeup and it feels my eyes feels dry because I probably put makeup in my eyeballs. All right, next we will play with Puree, which is this lovely brownish color there. And I'm gonna start focusing just mostly in this area. And I'm kind of doing a circly, wiggly motion. I don't think you could see it, but you can see the colors forming. And then I'm just gonna bring the same color down. Can you see? Ooh, I have a little oops there, so I'll fix that later. I was thinking, what can I talk to you guys about? So if any of you guys are curious about my hair, if you guys are located in the Reno, Nevada area, I go to Jensen & Company. I made a video about my hair transitioning from the old color to this color, and I'll put a link below, and I'll put a link to Jensen & Company. They have amazing people there. They're awesome. They have so much talent, and they could do anything you want. Like, I've been going to Jenny O. I give her a picture, she does it, or you just kind of say, do your thing, she'll do a thing. It's awesome. And I will fix this because see, look, I did a little oopsie, so we can learn how to fix oopsies. Let's try to attempt that right now. So just a regular cotton swab and just kind of brush it away. You could also, what I will do later is if it still shows, which it is still showing, I could always just put primer on top of it. So that cleared a lot of it, but not all of it. I've been watching so much Elizabeth Taylor movies, it's been crazy. They're pretty good. I like them. I like Giant, that one's a good one. Long movie, but I love it. So Cat on Hot Tin Roof is on the TV right now. I'm just kind of listening to it. It's an interesting movie while I poke my eye and talk to you guys. And I'm just blending because again, I could edit later. That's what I look like, kind of. So there they are. And then for my last color, I think I'll do a little bit that Delectable, which is a dark purple. Just a dab of that just to really give my eyes more dimension. You can't really see that it's purple, but it just gives it more dark and dimension to my eyelids. And I got the dark colors out of the way. I'm gonna get a fluffy brush and blend. So I have this just random fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. I use it just for this purpose of blending. So now that I have my dark colors on there, I'm just blending it in there. Blendy, 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 blend. That way nothing looks too jagged. But again, we're gonna edit later on with makeup. All right. Using the same dirty brush, which is a bad idea, I'm gonna put some highlights now on my eyes. I'm gonna use this white peach right there, and then just put it where you get some highlights and in the corners of my eyes. Nothing new. So just like that, and like that, and up there. Sorry guys, this lighting is bad because it's not my actual studio setup. We're just getting ready together, that's all. And I'm gonna use this Nectar color next just to put it on my eyelids to give it more pop. And that's what that looks like. Sorry for the lighting again, guys. So there's that. So just some dimension, nothing too out of this world, just enough to give me some color in my eyes. So next I'm gonna put some eyeliner on. I'm going to use for my eyeliner Kat Von D Tattoo Liner Trooper black color, whatever this color is. Nothing too fancy, just lining my eyes. So much work. Then all I'm gonna do is just start from the middle and then work my way for the bottom liner, but just enough to give my eyes a little bit of a pop. And then I'm attempting a wing. I don't know if you can see that, there you go. So all I'm doing is just going up, stopping, and then when I hit the point, I'm just gonna bring it back into my eye there. Still not perfect on this, but making progress. So there's one winged eye ball. So there's that. And then I'll do the bottom, work my way up. Try to be symmetrical, the hard part. Oh my God. Doesn't look perfect, but I am going to fix that in a second. If you guys remember the last Get Ready With Us with me and Irene, she actually did all her eyeliner off camera. She's really shy sometimes, I don't know why, but happens. But yeah, it was the funniest thing. She just couldn't do it on camera. I understand why. So much concentration. Okay, so there's my eyeliner. It's not perfect, but I don't care. It's just enough eyeliner. That'll do. So my eyes were crying, so I'm going to use Q-tips again just to kind of clean up because I got some eyeliner right there. I'm just patting that in there. I could hear my dog rustling around. So I'm going to do my eyelashes. Just curl and curl. And I'm going to use their Real. I got it from one of my makeup boxes that I got last year. I really like this brand. I don't know if they're cruelty free, but they work so well. They have the little where it's just all over the place, and it makes a huge difference. They really make your eyelashes pop significantly. You can't see what I'm doing, huh? La la la. So if you guys have been watching So Do You Like stuff and watch my vloggity vlogs, I've been talking about aromatherapy, getting my certification. Good news, I am a certified aromatherapist. If you guys are wondering what that means, basically I have learned about the chemistry, the makeup, how to blend stuff, how to handle essential oils, how to make stuff to help you heal. I'm hoping that down the road that I actually will have a Patreon devoted to that. I do plan to have a small business where I make stuff, so more information to come on that, so good news there. So there's me now, in my eyes. So again, very subtle is the look I'm looking for, not too much color pops. Next I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I have a dirty spoolie brush, and then I'm going to use Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Powder. So I just brush my eyebrows upward and over like that. Just make sure they're in place. What I usually do for my eyebrows is I shave them, and I really just shave under here, pluck the middle, and then when they grow back, I just pluck those big ones out. And this one's pretty cool. It's like a powder. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then the brush is kind of like a rubbery brush. I just fill it in, just little strokes. It doesn't have to be perfect because your hair's not perfect. And then what I do is get the spoolie brush and then just brush it over again. The front part of my brow, I just kind of mix that up so that way it looks like it blends a little bit more. But eyebrows and cheeks, they make the difference. There's my eyebrows, really simple. Blessed with black eyebrows, so that works for me. Now the moment you all been waiting for, the cleanup. So I'm gonna use Contour Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light, and this is where I'm gonna clean up some of my mistakes. I actually got a lot of fallout going on, so I'm using this clean, I hope, clean fan brush and just brushing out any of the little funkiness that's going on there. Because my eyes are different, I don't do the triangle thing, I do dots under my eyes. I'm gonna do the traditional, like whatever the heck this is, that sunburst, and then I'm gonna do a line straight down. Feel how it's going in there. And remember I had the color corrector, so I'm gonna put that on top of the color corrector. And I'm just getting that everywhere. So now that I have it dotted in the places where I need it to be, I'm just gonna use my Beauty Blender and blend it in. And then your nose gets runny. And then the parts around my eyes I leave last for fun. I just use this part, sometimes my finger, and just blot that in there. It's a great way to clean up any fallout and brighten the bottom part of your eyes. And there's the concealer. I mean, you could see this guy still, but it's an actual bump. Most of the redness is gone now. Now that I have that on there, I'm gonna put some contour, blush, and then finish up my makeup, and then we'll move on to hair. So let's get that going. For my contour, I am using my Luxie large angled brush. Love Luxie, but very expensive. I'm going to use my Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette and use the Sweet Tea for my contour. And if for some reason you ever mess up with your contour, just keep blending it and you could fix it up that way. Another way I would recommend it too is you could always get your concealer and just put it on and start all over again. So there's the contour again. You can't really tell because of the lighting. For my nose, I'm using another fluffy angle brush, and I'm just gonna actually, I don't know if I ever do this right, but I do this here, then I just do there, and then blend it out with the Beauty Blender. So drawing a line, just using this Beauty Blender. And again, if you ever mess up with contouring your nose, this is gonna save your life. Oh my God, it will. Very subtle, but just enough to make a difference. Now I will move on to the blush. Does this thing really work color? Love it, it's my go-to. Again, this is my go-to palette of all. And then Smile, and then Apples of Cheeks. And there's that. Just gives me a little bit of color. Okay, and then I got some highlight called Gator Wings. And I'll just put a little bit of that on just the, right here. Not too much, you can't really tell. Again, sorry guys. All right, so there's that. All right, so now that I'm done with my face, I feel pretty good about it. I'm going to do lipstick. First, I'm gonna moisturize my lips with some good old Carmex. Open, squeeze, put in your lips. I am going to use the NYX Lip Primer. It's just a good color to start with, and I'm just gonna put that on my lips. Have a little bit of foundation to work with, so I'm just taking advantage of that. And anytime you go really light or really dark with lips, make sure your lips are exfoliated properly, otherwise it'll just look like a mess. I'm gonna put some lip liner, if I can find some. I have this old Revlon Stay Raisin color, and it's the one where you just twist it, comes up. So I'm gonna put that on my, outline my lips with that, just so I have a little pop of color. And what I'm doing also is bringing the color down, so it looks like it blends. There's that. And then the last color I'm actually going to apply is the NYX Lingerie color in Cheekies. And there's that. So there's my makeup for now. Again, I'm so sorry guys, the lighting's just really bad, but it's just a nice subtle look for the evening, so that way it doesn't just really make my hair go. So next I'm gonna get dressed and then I'm gonna do my hair, so I'll be right back with the magic of editing. So I'm back, I changed into my dress I'm gonna wear this evening, and then just started brushing my hair. I'm using my Chi Air and it's just warming up right now. I'm just gonna do some loosey-goosey curls because it's really cold outside, and typically if I do a lot of curls in this kind of weather, they just droop anyways, so just make it easy. Here we go. And I'm just parting my hair on the side. Nothing too elaborate. And then just making sure my hair is nice and tangle-free. Then I will be using, I'm going to use my Paul Mitchell Curls Twirl Around, and it's just like a cream. I use a couple of pumps. And just put on the ends of the hair. It's a really good product. I've been using it for a long time. And then in conjunction with that, I will be using Ellie Hold Hair Spritz by Giovanni Eco Chic. And I actually found that that specific hairspray is pretty good. So I just did 2 pumps, distributed in my hair evenly. So there's that. Also, I forgot to mention I use NYX Matte Finish spray on my face to hold in my makeup so it doesn't fall off or melt. Alright, so now that I have my hair combed out, product in, I'm going to just start curling. Again, just nice loose curls. Nothing too spectacular. You can see it. There's steam coming off of that. I'm just curling it so there's just curl to my hair, nothing too spectacular. And I do that with the curls. Alright guys, sorry about that because my boyfriend just came home, needed to use the bathroom, so I just curled it as quick as I can. But these are really just simple curls, like about 4 strands here, 5 strands here. Just something simple to give me some wave. But here's the finished look. Here's my face with the makeup on. And I just put a little accessory here. And then my little dress that I have. I wore this like my last day in Sacramento last time. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to wear this evening. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of So Do You Like Beauty? Get Ready With Me Date Night. So as always, we'll have more videos for your viewing pleasure. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to So Do You Like Beauty. Give it a thumbs up. We also have a second channel called So Do You Like Stuff. Subscribe to that as well. Links below. You could also follow us on social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So until next time, I want to thank you guys. You guys are the best. And we'll see you next time. Bye.